I don't know how my phone went from 12% to 10% in me simply unplugging my phone, or maybe I'm delusional, but whatever. Something that keeps me sane whenever I get my heart broke is knowing that twink death exists. And not like twinks dying. No, I'm not. Like, that's sad. That's a tragedy. But I have dated a lot of twinks in my lifetime. Some, like, fucking beautiful, beautiful men. And it makes me happy to know that eventually they will hit a wall, just like how Leonardo DiCaprio did. Leonardo DiCaprio went from this like literally every white boy I meet, damn near every white boy I meet, is trying to look like how Leonardo DiCaprio looked in motherfucking Titanic. And now no one wants to look like present day Leonardo DiCaprio. He somehow keeps pulling bitches younger than me, but that's because he's fucking rich and he used to look good. But now he looks like a weird fucking moldy apple head doll. Like, have you ever seen those? Look it up, it's nasty. And that kind of makes... Sometimes I get sad about men. And then I kind of just go, oh wait, he's of British descent. He's gonna age like spoiled fucking milk left in the fucking sun. Oh yeah. And that's gonna make me feel better. You know what? Maybe I'm not so heartbroken. Because it's like, think about it. Like, like, Jesus Christ, I don't know what it is with British people. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, when I was young, British people were cool. It was like, oh my god, look at their suave, cool voices and peaceful attitudes. And then people grew up and actually went there and they were like, oh, everyone here is rude as shit. The food has no flavor. All of them have fucking dandelion yellow teeth, like the fucking Crayola color. And it was bad. You're just like, fuck, dude. This is like, fuck, dude. And then, like, then you kind of look at their hairlines. And I know I shouldn't be talking to... No, I can talk all the shit I want. My dad has hair, my mom has hair. I'm gonna have hair for a very long time. The only reason my hair looks like this in this section is specifically because my hair was in these braids. And it's just like, how do I put this? I have my edges. Doesn't matter what you think about them, they still exist. It makes me happy knowing that men with testosterone lose their hair. So if I'm ever too sad... Like, sometimes what helps me out is I'll be crying over a nigga boo-hooing and shit. And I'll be like, wait a minute. His dad's bald. I don't have to pass on that gene to my kids. Yay! Because those are the type of niggas where they'll get that patch in the back of their head and it's huge as fuck. My dad doesn't have that, or at least seemingly doesn't. He's so far so good, and even then, even if he had like the littlest bit of marbling back there, he would still look good, because his face card. These niggas will fucking... it's done for. The wall has been hit at full fucking speed on some Final Destination shit. Oh... Like, it does make, like, I know it's, like, but still, it makes me happy. It's like, okay, the hairline will go from, like, you know, like, oh, you know, like, cute boy to, you know, twinks, if you meet them, some of them have the suave hair in front of their face, like, but then you kind of notice that if you lift up the bang, you'll be like, oh, his hairline's supposed to be, like, here, but it's already reaching, like, here, and he's only, like, 21. I don't know how that's gonna go with time. And then eventually it's like, okay, give it like a few more years, that nigga's gonna have the largest widow peak known to man. His fucking hairline's gonna look like the McDonald's arches, and that works for me. These niggas' hairlines will be breaking apart like Pangea, and that is the way it is supposed to be. Oh, yes. For every woman's heart that they break in some men, because these niggas also fuck men, but that's okay. We support that. We do. I love you. Bisexual men, we love you. Gay men, we love you. But do I also not like men? Ironically. I'm not plotting on the downfall of gay men, let's just say. It's the one who go for women, because those are the evil ones. Like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? It makes me happy that sometimes I can get a little too sad about a dude, and then I'll just think about his habits. Like, you know what? That nigga does not take care of his teeth. So it's like, by the time he's like 40, that shit's already gonna start falling out of his skull. Like, no offense. Like, fuck. Like, some niggas only get away with the shit they do because they look cute. I'm just saying. A funny story I remember I heard when I was younger, from way back in the ye old days, is the story of a middle-aged man. I don't know, like sometime in his 40s or 50s. He has 2 girlfriends in different areas. He has one that's young, you know, like early 20s, like, or at least let's say early 20s, because I don't want to... The real version, I'm pretty sure she was a teenager, because men are fucking disgusting. So let's say she was early 20s, because that makes me feel better. And then on the other end, his other one was like this hot, sexy, cougar-y, like, woman in her 70s. And then each time he hung out with those women separately, the young one would be like, ah, shit, he's got gray hairs, and it's embarrassing to my friends that I'm dating a man who looks so old. I'm gonna pluck out all his white hairs when he's not looking so that he can look younger around me. And then meanwhile with the older woman, she's like, oh my god, he looks so young. We could look like a matching couple, but like I'm getting weird looks. They think I'm so nasty. I need to pull out all his brown hairs. And then guess what? They both separate times pluck and pluck and pluck and pluck and pluck because they care so much about his image and trying to look good that next thing you know he grows bald. And then neither woman want him. The end. There's no real moral to that story, but I enjoy it regardless. Like The Princess and the Pea. Once I learned that story has no morals, and it's just like the point of the story is like, oh hey, how do we know if this chick who we found stranded in the rain is truly the princess? And then they said, oh okay, hey girl, we're gonna give you like 1,000,000 mattresses to sleep, and you sleep on the very top. And then they just hide like the smallest little bean. And then the bitch wakes up the next morning like, my back hurts. What the fuck kind of treatment is this? And then they were like, yep, her bougie ass is the princess. She's used to this type of treatment. I like stories like that. Just like how I like stories of men failing. Always. So I'm just saying, if you ever get sad about a man, just kind of picture like, oh, picture his beard getting patchy. Picture his scalp getting patchy. Picture like the grooves he has under his eyes, which everyone has, it's natural, and the crow's feet he may or may not already have. Imagine those but worsened. And imagine his teeth, which he's already not taken care of, but worse. And then picture how fucking awful he would look. I'm just saying, it's like then you'd kind of be like, oh, I'm kind of glad I didn't oh, I saved my bloodline and lineage. Thank God you left. Thank fucking God. I say this because I found a picture of the guy I was crying over recently, and I was like, I've been crying over this guy. I forgot that he does have a bad angle. He looks like a weird little rat person with this little ferret mustache and his weird little teeth with the missing enamel because he's British. And I remembered his dad was bald, and I thought of his weird little eye grooves and the Kubrick stare he does and the crow's feet he already has, and he's only 29, and I was like, yeah... It's like imagine if things did work out between us. That nigga would have aged like the Crypt Keeper in like fucking 5 business days of us dating, knowing me. Like, knowing my luck, that would have happened. So, I mean, I could age like Tori P. Henson, aka no aging whatsoever, and then these niggas would age like Gandalf the Grey, mixed with Steve Buscemi, mixed with George Costanza, mixed with the random set of testicles that were shaven because they will also somehow be bald in certain areas. And then you feel better. So yeah, don't worry. All the niggas who are currently mad at, they're one day gonna lose their hairlines. And if not that, they one day can't get it up. And if not that, their teeth will get fucked up. Just simply put, Jesus. Like, it's like, ooh. Like, think about it. If that nigga has you crying now and he's cute, wait until he has never grown a day in his life in maturity and has lost his cuteness. And all that shit. Like, then you're gonna be like, ooh, thank God I got a different dude who and all of his like paternal lineage has a full head of hair and a full sparkling set of teeth and common sense. That's what you should go for. Amen. Bye.